Hey everyone, welcome to week 3, day 1 of Green Eggs and Ham. Allison's question for this week asked about inspirational figures in our lives. Instead of doing the stereotypical thanking my parents and telling you all about why my band director changed my life, I'm going to take a slightly different approach. I'm a very different person than I was, say, 5 years ago. I'm a lot stronger, I'm a lot more confident, all that stuff. But I can't attribute all of that success to just one person. In high school, I was that obnoxious, overachieving kid that was in 8 million activities. I was in band and choir and orchestra and track and field and sign language club and best buddies and community service clubs, etc., etc. I was in everything. I wanted to become a really well-rounded person instead of just being really good at one thing. And my plan actually worked a lot better than I thought it would. Since I was in so many activities, I learned a lot of valuable life lessons from several people along the road, not just one. There were a lot of coaches and directors and teachers, and I consider each one of those its own separate journey. My first journey would have to be with my high school band director, of course. I'm from an area in the northwest suburbs that is heavily supportive of fine and applied arts, but because of that, there's also an extreme push for excellence and strive for perfection, which therefore makes it a little bit stressful, but also makes us really good. So through my director, I was able to firsthand understand that whole drive through excellence thing and just figuring out how to push your limits musically so that not only you will become a better musician, but so that the ensemble will become a better musician also. I also learned how to thrive under pressure. There were definitely a couple nights that were spent all night trying to get smart music assignments up to 95%, which was stressful, but it made us good, so it's okay. So surviving under pressure was a big part of band in high school. And also pride through music. I learned through him. And if I had to summarize my first journey in one quote, it would be this: pressure makes diamonds. My journey number 2 that I'm going to share with you is through my high school track and field team, in which the inspirational figure of this one is my track coach. What was special about this sports team was that, unlike so many other programs, we didn't just work on athleticism and getting physically stronger and everything, which was a nice perk, but there was more to it. We also worked a lot on character building and mental strength, which was awesome. It completely redefined almost any way I thought of anything before, and it made me learn to love hard work, which is great because of that I could apply it anywhere else. There was one thing that my coach used to always tell us that actually really resonates with me, and that is this Japanese proverb, and it's called it's basically fall down 7 times, stand up 8. Journey number 3 is gonna have to go out to my parents, as cheesy as that is, and I know I told you I wasn't gonna be stereotypical, so sorry. But really, there have been so many nights over the years of me just thinking I can't do it, it's too much, I don't know what I've gotten myself into. But it's really been my parents that have taught me a sense of resiliency, and that even when you think you're going to die, and that it's just impossible, that everything's going to look better in the morning, and that you really can do it. 2 quotes that kind of define my parents' and my journey in terms of inspirational figures in my life is stars can't shine without darkness, and also storms make trees take deeper roots. Final journey for today goes out to the director of my drum major camp that I was a camper at a couple years ago and now are so fortunate to work as a counselor for. Back when I was a camper, this was the most incredible, life-changing experience I've ever gone through. I learned so much about confidence and leadership and everything like that, which this director was able to help me see, which was great. And now that I'm back working as a counselor, he's been able to help me learn the opposite side of that and help all of these new kids that are there being campers, help them to learn what I learned a couple years ago, which is just so cool. If I had one quote to describe this last journey, it would be this. I find that the best way to love someone is not to change them, but to help them reveal the greater version of themselves. So, that concludes my top 5 inspirational figures and how each one has added a little bit to my character now. So, that wraps up Monday with Green Eggs and Ham. Hope you enjoyed listening to my story and my journeys through inspirational figures, and I'm looking forward to hearing what Mason has to say tomorrow. Bye!